Today we're going to talk about Ryan Gosling's statement about Barbie and the Oscars. So first of all, I would like to say that I'm not here to diss Ryan Gosling, I'm not here to diss anybody else. I'm not here to diss the Barbie movie, Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, America Ferrera, or anybody else. Also not the Oscars or the Academy or anybody. I just like to give an opinion, and I love all of these mentioned before. And I'm very, very interested in this topic to see why he complains. And yeah, as you will watch this video, you will see what my opinion about this is, and you let me know your opinion in the comments down below, please. Thank you so much for watching. And actually, I would like to mention once again that I love Ryan Gosling. I've watched a couple of incredibly great movies with him, many great interviews. He seems like such a nice guy, and he's so wonderful as a person, and he seems to be such a nice guy. And I don't know, I get his opinion, as I said. He obviously is entitled to have an opinion, and he's a wonderful person. This has nothing to do with his personality. So we just kind of seem to disagree a little bit on this, but I also kind of get why he says what he says, as I say in the video. Hello, my name is The Entertainment, and today we're going to take a look at Ryan Gosling's statement about Barbie at the Oscars. And he said, first of all, he's honored, but he also said, to say that I'm disappointed would be an understatement. Alright, so I'm just going to read the statement at first before we'll go a little bit into that. So Ryan Gosling says, I am extremely honored to be nominated by my colleagues alongside such remarkable artists in a year of so many great films. And I never thought I'd be saying this, but I'm also incredibly honored and proud that it's for portraying a plastic doll named Ken. He then goes on saying, but there is no Ken without Barbie, and there is no Barbie movie without Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie, the two people most responsible for this history-making, globally celebrated film. No recognition would be possible for anyone on the film without their talent, grit, and genius. To say that I'm disappointed that they are not nominated in their respective categories would be an understatement. Then Ryan Gosling goes on saying, against all odds, with nothing but a couple of soulless, scantily clad, and thankfully crotchless dolls, they made us laugh. They broke our hearts, they pushed the culture, and they made history. Their work should be recognized along with the other very deserving nominees. Then Ryan Gosling goes on saying, having said that, I am so happy for America Ferrera, whom we see here with him on the picture, and the other incredible artists who contributed their talents to making this such a groundbreaking film. So now I'm just going to list all of the nominations that Barbie got. So it was nominated for Best Song twice. It was nominated for Best Costume Design, as well as Best Production Design, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor. Supporting Actress would be America Ferrera. Best Supporting Actor would be Ryan Gosling himself, and Best Picture. And as you can see here, if you count all of these together, if you add all of these together, it's 8 nominations because, as I said, Best Song is nominated twice. So let's go back a little bit. First of all, it's very nice that Ryan Gosling says he's honored and proud, and I think that this is great that he mentions this. I love Ryan Gosling, I love Margot Robbie, I love Greta Gerwig, I love America Ferrera, everybody in this. And I thought the movie was good, maybe not great, maybe not none of my top favorites, but it was good, it was fine. So he says, as I said, he says, there is no Ken without Barbie, and there is no Barbie movie without Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie. True. Obviously. Yeah, there's no Ryan Gosling without Margot Robbie, and there's no Ryan Gosling's Ken without Greta Gerwig in this scenario. I think it's very gentleman of him to sort of mention his colleagues, his co-workers, his friends, and I think it's meant very lovely. This little complaint that he mentions here in his statement. But I also think, you know, he says the two people most responsible for this history-making, globally celebrated film. To say that I'm disappointed that they are not nominated in their respective categories would be an understatement. First of all, Margot Robbie is nominated as a producer for Best Picture for Barbie. He says it's history-making and globally celebrated. Yes, it is. Fair enough. But also, you know, if you have a successful movie, sometimes it'll get nominated for some Oscars. But if you've got a successful movie, sometimes the reward is success and money. And this is how it works. I mean, if money and success and, you know, box office were indicators for a good Oscar-worthy movie, a great Oscar-worthy movie, Marvel movies would have been nominated all the time. You know what I mean? So what he says, that it's history-making and so globally celebrated and whatever, remarkable, yeah, it is, but that's not an indicator for an Oscar, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of torn apart because I do think that it's very kind of him to say that he's, you know, asking for his, or he's wondering why his colleagues and friends aren't nominated. But on the other hand, I feel like the reward for a successful movie is money and recognition and fame, but not necessarily an Oscar if it wasn't that great of a movie. As I said, it was a good movie, but it wasn't a great movie necessarily. Of course, that's a matter of opinion. That's my opinion. That's his opinion. I love Ryan Gosling, as I said. Also, he says he's disappointed, and that would be an understatement, that he's disappointed. So, you know, if everyone started complaining about what's nominated and what's not nominated now, I mean, everybody in this industry, I personally am not in this industry, and you know, every year, every single year, since I don't know how many decades, you will find fans complaining about their favorite movie not being nominated, their favorite actor not being nominated, actress, whatever. And people are complaining about people who have made so many successful and great movies and have never been nominated, and sometimes, you know, I agree, but that's just the way it is. And if everybody started complaining about the movie they just made and not being nominated, that will be a lot of complaining, wouldn't it? So, as I said, I'm not here to diss Barbie, I'm not here to diss Ryan Gosling or anybody else in this. But I do think that he and America Ferrera were the best part about this movie. And I do think that this is why they are nominated. I personally wouldn't have thought that it would be nominated for Best Picture, but it is. And so Margot Robbie is nominated as a producer as well. That's very interesting. I'm kind of torn apart about this because, you know, Ryan Gosling is a super nice guy, and I don't know, but if imagine just everybody started complaining like this, I don't know if this would be, you know, such a great thing. And they are nominated in 8 categories, which is incredible. I mean, that's so good. Yeah, it was a groundbreaking movie. But, you know, as I said, the reward is not necessarily an award, but the money, the recognition, the fame, the fans loving it, and, you know, I get why he is kind of defending, not defending, but like, why he is disappointed that they aren't nominated. But also, like, I don't know, I don't feel like this is kind of a nice thing and a not so nice thing at the same time, you know what I mean? So one more thing that you would have to take into consideration would be that the Academy has a sort of democratic voting system, and possibly many people voted for Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie, but maybe the votes didn't come through because they weren't enough, or maybe they weren't just enough. So it could be kind of close, but they aren't nominated, and maybe that's one of the reasons why, and maybe it was kind of close. We don't know. I would just like to give my references at the end of this. So, the statement I found at CNN.com, and all these pictures I found at Wikimedia or wikimedia.com. And also, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video if you liked it, write a comment about what your opinion about this all is. Do you think Barbie would deserve more, even more nominations than just those 8? Are you surprised about any of the nominations, or do you think some of them are well deserved, some of them not so much? Are you kind of torn apart like myself? Please give me a like and let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!